welcome to another exciting interview on Get Behind Me Now Stay There. And today, we're very privileged to have on Jive Coulis, a man from Ashland, Oregon. Hey guys, how you doing? Yeah, great.
Great to be on the show.
Yeah. You guys have a new CD out, and I want to show everybody here. And it's called Sauce. And we want to talk a little bit about that. And why don't you go around and we'll just get everybody's introduction about what you play and what you do. This is Jordan. Jordan, you're bass, right?
Yep, playing bass. I've been playing with Eric here for a couple of years, probably freaking 10 years almost now. So, playing bass for a little while and, love music. And, yeah.
Nice. And Eric, you're the guitarist and the lead vocals?
Yeah, that's right. Jordan sings lead vocals on a couple of his tunes too, but we do a lot of vocal harmonies as well. But yeah, I do most of the writing for the group, except for his tunes, so really enjoy playing with these guys, that's for sure.
And Brett, you're the percussion, your drums, correct?
Yes, drums.
And do you do vocals as well?
No, not at all. Most people don't want to hear my vocals, so it's
okay.
a good thing not for me not to sing.
On the album, you had a couple tracks. You did some backups.
Buried way back and many layers of additional vocals. So
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is good.
Oh, that's cool, man. I'm glad there's more than one of us. So, your new album, Sauce, I want to tell everybody out there, for our listening audience and for the people watching on the YouTube channel, that we went and saw you guys play at the Jacksonville Springs, and you guys really, to use the term, you really rock the house or whatever. I mean, that's kind of cliche, but you guys really, I was surprised,
Thanks.
Thank you.
Because I went down there to see you guys, and I was like telling Cyrus Emerson, who's the producer of the show, that I go like, man, these guys are great, man. We got to get them on.
Cool.
I was really impressed with your vocals. When you did a couple of songs where I was like, damn, this guy's got a voice.
Yeah. You should have seen him last night at Johnny B's, man. It was awesome. He was just letting it go, and yeah, exploring those higher registers. It's nice.
I really like singing high, And when I was a kid, I was in theater class, and I was really embarrassed because I could sing higher than all the girls. And then my theater coach was like, well, look at all the great rock singers. They all sing super high. Like, hello, Queen,
Oh, yeah.
So, from that point on, I was like, okay, it's cool to sing like that,
They do. Queen, Zeppelin, they all, hit the high notes.
Right, I think it makes people uncomfortable these days a little bit, to be honest, that, to see a man try and sing like a woman or whatever, however you want to say it, Yeah. But,
as long as you don't dress like one, I guess you'll be okay.
Well, that could be good for us too, you never know.
Well, speaking of that, dressing like a woman.
And I digress.
You guys, you're gonna be doing a Halloween show, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about that. You're doing here in Jackson County. You guys are gonna do a Halloween show. We are, of course, around the world, but we also are broadcast here locally on KSKQ, which is 89.5 FM. And so for all the listeners out there, because a lot of people follow you on KSKQ, tell them about the Halloween show, man, and how they can participate. And would you be actually dressing as a woman this year? I want you to let your hair grow out.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I'm working on it. Halloween show is going to be at Jacksonville Springs. There's going to be Voodoo Banana, a nice other band here. Who else is playing? Lost Maven. So there's going to be 3 of us. It's a masquerade ball. And,
oh, wow, how fun.
So what's kind of cool about that is it's, a soaking spot where it's like pretty much people are naked after dark. So it's going to be pretty much masks, people in the soaking tub listening to rock and roll, on Halloween.
So it's a soaking party, and
yeah, I mean it's at the Wellsprings, and we're
so damn, people are gonna be naked. So that kind of there goes your costume.
It could change the whole.
Yeah, it's gonna make things a lot easier. So
yeah.
Picking out the costume this year. Okay, nothing.
Yeah.
Put something over my face so people don't know who I am.
Yeah, that would be something.
But yeah, we're bringing the bus down there too, probably, and hopefully.
I saw a picture of your tour bus on your. I think it's on your MySpace page.
Oh yeah, probably yeah.
Yeah.
Her name's Charlena. Yeah, she's great. She runs off veggie oil, and
really?
When we have it, so it also diesel, but yeah, we that's how we got out here from Colorado, Eric and I, in that thing. So.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, we're trying to get it out on the road soon. We have a couple gigs in Bend, I think, in November. Trying to get more around the area so we can do a little mini kind of Oregon trip with that, and the buses.
So where did you come from in Colorado?
Front Range area, Boulder, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
We played there with our original drummer, and then moved out here
this history, yeah. And you know, when this CD, Sauce, when it blows up, man, you guys can go back to Colorado and play Red Rocks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would be honored to play that.
Oh, man.
It's neat.
We definitely want to go back to Colorado. I think in the spring we're talking just do a big multi-state tour and hit up some of these old venues that we used to play at. I think some of them actually were trying to get a hold of us. We're like, wait, what happened to you guys?
5 years later.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just checking some old emails.
Yeah.
I was interested in playing out in Denver. Like,
yeah. Well, now we're ready to go, so yeah, let's do it.
Well, nice. Well, tell us about your music. You know, Eric, you said you write most of the songs, but Jordan, you write a few?
Yeah, I'm trying to crank out some new tunes here. We're always writing lyrics, and I know that. Eric and I have just books full of lyrics. It's just about sitting down together and figuring something out. We do a lot of bouncing ideas off. Like, we have so many songs that we've made that we haven't quite matched the lyrics with, or we have a lot of lyrics that we haven't quite matched music with. So, you know, it's just about sitting down and just feeling that creative juice and just like kind of sauce it up, I guess.
Yeah. You know, your guys' music is it's so rock and roll. I mean, it's so lively. I mean, it's just like, you know, a toe tap and whatever. I mean, when I saw you guys play, and I was like, you know, I'm surprised you guys weren't dancing on stage, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Especially you, Braden, man. Especially you.
Yeah, that's why I got a hydraulic throne so I can bounce up and down at least.
He's dancing back there for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
I'm tapping my toes.
He's dancing.
Yeah.
And, oh yeah, about the album too, we recorded it at Man Room Studios in Medford, and our buddy Barry Rivman did it for us, and it's his new studio, and just had a blast kind of like christening the studio with an album, and you know, figuring out the bugs of the new system for sure was interesting, you know, but
Yeah, he just set the studio up when we came in, and we were the first trial.
it took us about, like 3 months almost to complete it. It was quite a long process, but...
Well, here's the standard question that we ask all bands. You know, what do you prefer, studio time or touring? Do you like it better for the live audience, or do you like working in the studio?
I feel like both, you know. For me, I feel like the studio is really nice because it brings out that perfectionist side of me, and it really helps me to strive to like get that take. I can do it better than that. I can do it better than that, and then like to the point where it's like, yes, got it. Live, you know, it's more about you know, they don't care if you mess up a lot of times. They just want to know what kind of energy you're bringing to the venue. They want to be the audience just wants to be included into what we're doing, you know. And
Right.
so it's like if you can include people, you can mess up all night long as long as you have a smile on your face and your head banging a little bit, I think. You know what I'm saying? But in the studio, it's a lot more meticulous about the notes and the feel and just dialing in that. You know, it's a whole different ball game.
Well, you know, I gotta ask you this. You know, I'm not a musician, so I don't know, but I've been to a lot of different concerts and venues, and you know, again, when we saw it at Jacksonville Springs, right? You know, and people were down there dancing. I was like, you know, dude, how cool can that fucking be? You know, you're like, you know, have people come down there and start dancing to your music. That's gotta be like, you know, wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
It definitely brings up the energy in the room, and everybody's getting involved in what you're doing. And I mean, it gets us pumped even more than we already are. And generally, those are the best shows when there's a lot of people involved and having a good time. So.
Yeah, it's kind of a tidal wave that takes over once you get a couple people who are into it, and then we start feeding off that energy, and then other people are like, whoa, what is going on up there? I can just feel like there's this pull, you know, and so it's all about trying to cultivate that like throughout the set, and you know, we can figure out, that's the cool thing about live shows, is just figuring out how to you know, cultivate the energy in a way that people, you know, they feel like they get to this climax, and then they get to, you know, kind of cool out with something good, and,
Right.
you know.
You set the tone, you know, for the mood for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys have like a standard set that you played, or do you like adjust it towards the audience?
We've started moving towards a little more of an abstract set and just feeling exactly what people are feeling at the time, and then picking the appropriate song to play for that. And it seems to be working out pretty good.
No, sorry, go ahead.
I was actually done.
Okay. Another thing we're kind of doing a lot more is we love jamming and improvisation, and you know, I don't necessarily think we're a jam band. I'm sure everybody else does, but you know, it's really nice to be able to have that communication with these guys, to be like in the heat of the moment jamming, and then just like teasing a little bit of a song, and then just transferring into songs with nobody knowing where we're going.
Right.
It's more fun for me anyway, I think, having it like that. It's not quite as tight of a set, but I feel like it's more organic anyway, if we can use that for music. But
Sure you can.
it just comes from the heart more, and it's just more by the seat of your pants, and it's more interactive, I feel like, for us. to really have to dig in and listen to each other as much as possible. And then that's where I think the most magical stuff happens, when we're all just like really like this unit of like listening, you know.
And do you play all original material, or do you ever do any standards?
Pretty much, I mean, we're all original. I mean, every now and then, like people, we played a wedding one time. I was like, Led Zeppelin, play some Led Zeppelin. I'm like, okay, we played the ocean, you know. Whatever,
Right.
we played some reggae because people are, you know. If people are like, if people are saying we need some, you know, we'll do it. We don't want to have the audience turn against us like the Tupelo Tavern time. That was like, Skinner.
Let's not bring that up.
Oh,
We had one Skinner tune, I think we knew. And did we play that then? We didn't play it. We played all originals, and yeah, the biker gang wasn't too.
migrating wanted to Skinner.
Yeah.
So you could do. We don't even have Confederate flag. I don't know what you want from us.
Yeah. Well, that's when we were in the 5-piece format, though, wasn't it? Yeah.
We have the full group.
We had a 5-piece for a while there. That was interesting. Realized we didn't have our core down as solid as we could, so you know.
So as you go across the United States, what's a favorite region that you have? You know, do you like the Midwest, the Pacific Northwest, South, East?
I love it out here.
Yeah.
And I'm from Montana. I'm from the Rockies, so that's always going to be, you know,
Right.
a place that's really close to my heart. But we came to the West because the West is the best, you know. So
Love the East Coast too. Fans out there, East Coast.
for some reason, there's a lot of people in China that have been listening to our music, in Taiwan, which is really strange to me. Like, the internet's made it possible for people that we would never even think would, like, we get plays in China. How the
Oh
hell
man,
do
you know what? I gotta tell you, we know all about that because we have this huge following in India and in Italy, and I can't tell you why. You know, other than the fact that I would imagine because we're American, so it's like different.
They're curious about our culture and want to check out every facet of it, probably.
Right, and now that we've had Jive Coulis out, I mean, we're going through the roof. There's no going back now. I don't have to wear these shades permanently.
They'll be noticed in public.
Noticed in public, yes.
No, cover my eyes.
For the right reasons. So where do you guys go from here? I mean, are you working on new material for a new album, or are you just going to be touring, or what are your plans?
Well, I think Eric and I are working on weaning ourselves off of these jobs that we have right now, or we had. I just quit a cooking job. I mean, hence we've all been dabbling in the food service. Braden over here is in the computer biz, but hopefully
I don't cook either.
we're trying to just spend more time playing music and always pushing the band, and we were talking about maybe looking for new members as well to kind of fill out the sound, get another voice in there. You guys?
Yeah, I mean, we got new songs. I mean, we have literally, like, between the two of us, we know 100 songs probably.
Wow.
That I've written, that we just want to, we have a bunch of material. So it's just deciding which songs we really want to bring to light, and then we've been writing some new ones. We went to Vegas as a group and spent too much money and had a blast. Wrote a couple songs there that we've been pulling out of the bag and been really enjoying it.
Oh yeah.
Some new ones with some new dynamic kind of feels. That's kind of our new frontier, I think. Is like dynamic delicateness. That's one thing we've been talking about, is trying to allow the space in the song to speak for itself kind of more, but still bringing that passion.
Yeah,
and energy,
you kind of hit on when you said that you have hundreds of songs and things. Like when you're up and coming, and you guys are you're new on the scene, and your big break is just right around the corner. I mean, the thing about the jobs and stuff, because I've interviewed so many different bands, and they all have stories about, dude, I worked in a car wash until I just said I've had it. Everybody has their stories. But like there was this thing, and I was talking with Cyrus about it, and I often use this as an analogy, that everybody gets a lucky break, and I heard Paul McCartney being interviewed, and this is like now when he's old, 70, and this young band called up. He was taking phone calls, and they said, hey, how'd you get your lucky break, and what was the difference? And he said, well, everybody gets a lucky break, and he goes, well, when it comes, he goes, well, what was the difference with you guys, right? And then he said, well, we were good. And he said, but he goes, we were good. He goes, but the thing was, he goes, John and I, he goes, what is the definition of luck? The definition of luck is when opportunity meets preparation. He goes, we were already ready. When we got our lucky break, we had 150 songs already written tight as a live band, and you've got all these songs, and you're getting your new CD. I just wish you guys continued success.
Thank you. It's all about hard work, though. The best music is the stuff where people put that hard work in, and it lasts through decades. Like you said, we've almost been playing together for 10 years, and man, we sucked terribly when we first started. We thought we were the best band ever.
Gotta have that attitude.
Yeah, we thought we were changing the world. And
I thought you did.
Humility, man. That's been quite a nice thing to discover with the music. Hard work is really where it's at, and diligence, and playing 8 hours a day, and just dedicating your life to it. That's the only way to get anywhere. And that's why it's such awesome bands that we love and are still like putting on the classic rock station. Their music stood the test of time because they put in that hard work, because they were professionals at what they were doing. They just didn't go up there and wing it. You know what I mean?
That's a good point, because also in that interview with McCartney, they asked about playing live. They quit playing live because they just got too big. It was too much of a hassle. But they were asking him, when you play live, your preparation, he said, for every hour that we play live, we practice 100. I was like, damn, that's a lot.
Shit, it helps to go out there and feel prepared, and and those shows where you don't feel like you're quite there yet, it's tough. But when you go out and you know that you're just hot and you've been practicing your songs, and we have that synergy going between us. You go out to a show and the sky's the limit. Really, you can push it that much farther. And like each show, if you can keep building that momentum, like you're saying, and then we can strike, be ready for the hammer to strike, when it's hot, and just keep riding that wave.
And the other thing too is now we're trying to venture into different spots that we're playing places we've never played. We're trying to just like put up tentacles a little bit, feelers, and see. So a lot of these places we've never been before, we don't have any kind of following, don't really have much promoting going on because we don't have anybody that would even know who we are in certain towns.
Right.
At that point, we're really wanting to focus on just coming back to the core of the three of us, because the more we focus on each other, include each other, and just love each other, really is what it boils down to. That's what people are there. That's what people are going to come to. It's not going to be how tight the music is. It's not. It's all about how much our relationship is this, powerful thing, I think.
Yeah, that's well. When I saw you, that was the first time I'd seen you. I'd heard you before. I heard you on the radio on KSKQ, and so I liked the music already, but I'd never seen you guys. And then when I saw you, like I said, I was really impressed, because I was like, damn, these guys are tight, man. They're really good. And so. Yeah, I think that, it wouldn't matter, if I knew who you were before or not. Because when I saw you, I didn't know who you were, really, other than, a band that I heard on the radio. Mm-hmm. And then when I saw you, I was like, damn, these guys are really good, man, and I really like them. I'm going to do some more research into this.
That's cool. Well, thanks for getting into it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a perfect example of that kind of show. Like, that was a 6 or 7 o'clock show in the afternoon. There was only a dozen people there or whatever, but, can't let that stop you from trying to have a good time. The amount of people is what makes a good show.
And the people that were there, among, a few of them, like Charlie here, and hooks us up with this great gig here, and, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah.
And if we were up there being all sourpuss, it's like, nobody's here. These guys suck.
Yeah.
So.
No, you guys are great, man. You played like you were playing Wembley Stadium, and I really appreciated that.
Sometimes I pretend that. I'll be like, there's 1,000 people out there. It helps. Yeah.
Play guitar with your tongue.
Yeah, that was fun.
What about videos? Are you guys going to shoot any videos? Have you shot some videos, or what's the story on that?
We'd like to break into any type of media we can. We have a couple of simple little cameras that we bring to gigs and set them up periodically, but it'd be nice to get some more produced stuff. We had one guy film us at
Tim.
Yeah, one of the gigs that we played, and it actually turned out really well.
He did a great job.
Yeah, it was
nice.
I thought our set was a little iffy, but his filming style was just perfect. He killed it. We got that online, for people to check out, but we need more videos for sure.
Yeah.
People love videos.
It'd be fun to record a music video.
People do love videos, and that's why we put them out there. And I want to thank you guys, each and every one of you, for coming out here and spending the time with us today. Sure. And we look forward to having you back on, man. And we'll definitely be at the Halloween show. Let's tell everybody where they can find you on MySpace, Facebook. I know you're on Facebook.
Yep, Facebook, MySpace, the Reverb Nation.
You got a website, www.jivecoulis.com.
That's JIVE.
correct.
You're never going to spell it right
Not
unless you
spell it as it sounds.
You know, that's true. You know, and Carson Bench is the program director from KSKQ. He was the one that pointed out to me. I said, you know, Jive Coulis is gonna come on. You know, how cool is that? And he goes, cool, dude. And I go, is it coulis or because of the spelling, right? And he said, yes. He goes, it's French. It means sauce. I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it. Now I get it.
Sauce makes everything better. That's for sure.
I've heard the rumor, man.
Salsa.
Yeah. Well, so you can check out Jive Coulis' new CD. It's called Sauce, as we just discussed, and pick up a copy. You can pick it up on their website. You can also go see them. They'll be a featured musical artist on justimagineinc.com, and we'll have all the links posted to your Facebook, to your MySpace, to your Reverb Nation. And once again, fellas, thanks so much. It was great having you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Charlie.
Appreciate it.